Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we're diving deep into the world of Squid Game Season 2. After a gripping first season, fans have been eagerly waiting for what happens next in this dark and twisted story. Ji-hun's quest to dismantle the deadly games continues, but things have only gotten more complicated and more dangerous. Let's break it all down, from the shocking twists to the unanswered questions that have us eagerly awaiting Season 3. Season 2 picks up 2 years after Ji-hun's, played by Lee Young-jae, victory in the deadly games. You might remember how he vowed to bring an end to the Squid Game after the trauma of winning, the blood money weighing heavily on him, and the guilt of so many lives lost. But 2 years later, he's still haunted by the past and his pursuit of the man who started it all. The mysterious Dokji salesman, played by Gong Yoo, becomes an obsession. Meanwhile, Detective Hwang Joon-ho, played by Wai Ha-jun, is back, but things have taken a dramatic turn. After being shot and falling into the ocean, we now find him working as a traffic officer, a shadow of his former self. Both Ji-hun and Joon-ho are relentless in their search for the people behind the games, but the task feels almost impossible. Evil, it seems, has woven itself into the fabric of society. The tension kicks off when the Dokji salesman blows his brains out after a tense game of Russian roulette. It's a shocking moment, and for Ji-hun, it's another devastating loss. But it's not long before he finds himself face-to-face with the frontman, played by Lee Byung-hun. The frontman demands to know why Ji-hun didn't board the plane to reunite with his daughter, his one chance at happiness. Ji-hun, fueled by anger and survivor's guilt, refuses to walk away. He explains that the price of winning the game was too high, and the blood on his hands makes it impossible for him to move on. The frontman, on the other hand, takes a chilling stance. He justifies the deaths of the players by suggesting they were insignificant. Their lives were worth nothing, buried under mountains of debt. This ideological clash between Ji-hun and the frontman sets the stage for a new chapter in the story. Ji-hun challenges him, asking to be placed back into the games, believing it's his best chance to stop the madness once and for all. And so, the deadly games continue. Season 2 introduces us to new faces, some friendly, some not so much. We meet characters like Young-bae/Player 390, played by Lee Seo-hwan, who gives Ji-hun more reasons to push forward in his mission. But as the games progress, things start to unravel. After the third game, a pivotal moment occurs. Ji-hun leads a revolt against the system, only for it to fail miserably. What makes this revolt different is the choice the players are given after every round. They can vote to stay or leave. If the majority votes to leave, they can walk away with the prize money accumulated up to that point, but there's a catch. If the vote is tied, it forces a revote. Tensions rise as players clash over the decision, and a violent bathroom brawl breaks out overnight, thinning the ranks of those who wish to stay. Ji-hun, seeing the chaos around him, decides it's time to take action. He plans to break into the control room and sabotage the game. His strategy? Overpowering the guards when they come to retrieve the bodies of the dead players. But the odds are stacked against him. More than half of the remaining players refuse to join the revolt, and Ji-hun only has a few brave souls at his side. The situation is desperate. Despite a brief training session with Hyunju/Player 120, played by Park Sung-hoon, a former Special Forces sergeant, the revolt falls apart. Limited numbers, dwindling ammunition, and miscommunication derail their efforts. The final blow comes when Hwang In-ho, donning the frontman's mask, captures Ji-hun and kills his close friend, Young-bae. This betrayal cuts deep, and Ji-hun's hope of dismantling the game seems all but lost. Season 2 ends on a devastating cliffhanger. Ji-hun is captured, his grief and rage consuming him after losing his friend. The remaining rebels are slaughtered by the guards, while those who didn't participate are left standing in fear. Dae-ho and Hyunju find themselves surrounded, with Hyunju armed, but unable to take action without being shot on sight. Ji-hun's fate hangs in the balance. Will the frontman kill him, or does he have something even worse planned for the man who dared to challenge him? The stakes have never been higher, and as the season ends, we're left with more questions than answers. Looking ahead, Squid Game Season 3 promises even more twists and turns. The remaining players will have to face the final games 4, 5, and 6, until one person emerges as the winner. But don't be fooled. The story is far from predictable. Anything could happen, and outside intervention seems unlikely, especially with Junho and his team being misled at every turn. The fisherman who helped Junho in Season 1 has his own dark agenda, and we can't help but wonder if he's working with the game's organizers to keep Junho from discovering the truth. And then, there's the mystery of Hwang In-ho. No one knows who he truly is or how deep his involvement with the game goes. Will Ji-hun ever discover that he's been betrayed by someone so close to him? Only time will tell. As for the VIPs, they haven't made an appearance yet in Season 2. But we know they'll be back, and they'll likely be eyeing the return of a previous winner. Ji-hun's fate is tied to this, and it seems like his journey is far from over. With new games, new challenges, and new alliances, the next season is sure to be even more intense. That's it for our recap and ending explanation of Squid Game Season 2. What do you think? Are you ready for the next chapter? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Squid Game content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.